Okay guys, this is it. So welcome to another video on C++, right? So we're going to be creating this program which you see in the screen, right? It says write a program that captures details of 5 motor vehicles. The details to be captured for each vehicles are year of manufacture, engine capacity, model, price, and yeah. So let's deal with this. So your program should calculate and display the average price of a vehicle, right? So what we're going to do, right? We're going to be creating something like a structure, right, which will store this information. So let's go to our dev C++, right? Yeah. Okay, so in our program, okay, this is what we're going to do. So within this space, right, that's where we're going to create a structure. So let's call it motor, right? Motor vehicle, just like this. Then we're going to open some curly braces. Then we're going to input information, right? So this is what is needed, right? So the year on manufacturer, engine capacity, and the model, and the price of the vehicle. So let's say I'm going to be using float for price, right? Yes. Then on the model we're going to be using something like a string, right? So that in case if the model contains the numbers etc. Then on engine capacity, I think we can use an integer, right, or a double. So let's just say engine capacity, yes, in full. Then on year on manufacture, so it's an integer again. So here let's have manufacture, just like this. So this is our class, and let's just save our program by hitting compile and run. So we're going to call it okay, vehicle, yeah. So it will just compile and run and check if there are any errors, and it shows no errors. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to do what is needed. So we need to be capturing information for 5 motor vehicles, right? So what we need to do in order to capture 5 motor vehicles, we are going to create an array of structure, right? Yeah. So an array which that will contain 5 vehicles, right? So we're going to say okay, motor vehicle, just like this. Then we're going to create an array called vehicle, okay, which will contain 5 motor vehicles, right? Just like this. Let's just compile and run so that you can check if there are any errors. No errors, right? Just like this. So now that we have our array which will contain 5 motor vehicles, so we're going to be using for loop statements, which is going to loop until we reach a point that we've entered everything, right? Yeah. So let's just put some space here. Okay, so on the screen, right? So we're going to say for, remember we're dealing with 5 motor vehicles, right? Yeah. So we're going to say for int let's say m motor m is equals to what, let's say 0, right? Because we're dealing with an array. Then m is less than 5, then m plus plus, which is going to increment. So this is what's going to happen, right? So m is going to start at 0, then it's going to go on 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the maximum, right? Since it will be less than 5. And as you can see, these are just 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, right, which will contain those vehicles, right? Yeah. So now let's just do the thing which we want to do, right? In order for us to capture information, what we need to do, we are going to be using cout and cin. Yeah. just like this. Okay, let's say so we need to capture for the first vehicle, right? Let's say enter details for what's to vehicle number 1, vehicle. Let me put a number, so a number which we're going to deal with m plus 1. Why? Because on the first run, right, m will be equals to 0. So we want to print something. We can say motor vehicle, a vehicle 0, right? We can do that. So a user will be confused. Remember, we will be dealing with a user which does not even know programming. So it's going to be like 0 plus 1. Then it's going to print 1 to the screen, vehicle 1, just like that. Okay. So after writing this, right, we should have something like a next line, just like this, right? Yes. So then on the next line is going to be capturing some information. Okay, first we're going to ask for what we need. Okay, let's just go back. So for the year of manufacturer, so let me just paste this code here so that I'm going to copy and paste everything. So okay, I can just do this in a few seconds, like from now. And now from okay, so I have written everything, right? This cout. So let me just go through this, right? As you can see, I have to remove this next line, right? Yeah. So okay, the program is going to print this first statement, then next is going to go to the next line by using this next line symbol. Then it's going to print the following text. Then this tab is the same one which we press on our keyboard, the tab button, right? Yeah, which is recognized as in C++ as tab, yeah, /tab. So let me just do this. So now I'm going to put some C in, right? So that we'll be able to capture the information, right? So it's like this. We're going to say C in, then we're going to call to our vehicle, right? Then I'm going to put like m, then I'm going to use a dot operator to capture the year of manufacture. Then I'm going to put in my semicolon. Then I'm going to go on the next part. So now I'm going to put the name of our object of class of data type structure, right? Then I'm going to put m, then I use a dot operator, then I'm going to be putting vehicle, what's year of what? Okay, there's something which, okay, engine number, engine capacity, just like this. And then on the next one, I'm going to be capturing information for the motor vehicle model, right? So I'm going to say vehicle, okay, then I put m, then I put a dot operator so that I can say model, just like this. So now on the following one, so I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to say vehicle again, call to that object of class of data type structure. Then I'm going to do this dot operator, then I'm going to put on price, right? Yeah. Okay, let me just make my code cleaner, just like clean code. Okay, and this. So now let's just compile and run so that you can see it in action. Okay, there's something missing here in m. So it's going to ask for first vehicle details. So year of manufacture, let's say 2019. The engine capacity should be let's say, I don't know about engine, let's say 54 horsepower. Then model will be, okay, model M7 set. Then the price will be blah, 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 just like this. Then it's going to ask for the other vehicle, but this one is not clean. We have to make it clean. So I'm going to put a next line in front of of year, right? Then I'm going to remove all those next line within this part. So let's do it. So I'm going to remove this next line, next line, next line. So, and I am going to, should I leave this one? Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. Then I'm going to put a next line here, right? So let's just run it again, and so that we can witness something good. Okay, so see, enter details for vehicle 1. So this one should have a space, right? Okay, a space should be within these quotes, right? Okay, so all right, I think everything is set, right? Let's just compile and run and see. Okay, enter details for vehicle 1. Okay, year of manufacturer 23, capacity blah blah blah. I don't know the capacity. Let's say this is the capacity, model M. Okay, then the price will be like this. As you can see, it is clear now. We can see something which is good. I can even put a line so that you can even distinguish it clearly rather than knowing the space. So I will just do this under vehicle, right? I'm going to put another C out which will contain some lines which I kind of like using always. Okay, yeah, so let me put the same colon and see how it goes after putting a next line here. Okay, I hope this one goes up well. Wow, this is nice, right? You can confirm, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, then capacity blah blah blah, then module blah, then price like this. As you can see, it is clean. We would even love using a program like this, right? Yeah. So now we're going to look at the part of the question where it says your program should calculate and display the average of a vehicle. This is interesting. So what we're going to do, right? Okay, so we're going to create some variables, right, which is going to store the average in some for calculation. So we're going to be using an integer. Okay, this is a price, so we're going to be using maybe a floating point number or a double. So for this, let's say total, right, is equals to 0. Then something which we can use to store average, let's say avg is equals to 0. I think this is fine. Yeah. Okay, within our for loop, right, on each and every run is going to store the price in what? In total. So what I'm going to do, right, I'm going to say total. No, let's say avg, right, plus and equals to, okay, vehicle, right, m dot price, right? So that means each and every price which is going to be stored in here is going to be stored in average, more like this. So this function which I've created is like avg, right? Okay, let me just put it in front. So it's going to be like avg, right, is equals to avg, which is 0 for now, plus the value of what? Vehicle price, right? So on the first run, this one will be on 0, right? But this one, the price maybe, let's say it will be on 120, 300. Then on the next run, the avg now will be equal to what? 1, 2, 3, just like this. Then it's going to add another new value which has been stored in what the vehicle, let's say vehicle number 2, but it will be on index 1, right? So let's just run our program and see. So before that, right, so I think I've made a kind of like a mistake, yes, or let me just a mistake, like I should have put it total instead of average. Okay, total, just like this, right? The same explanation which I did is the one which is going to be used. So after doing this, right, we outside the program, what is going to happen is we're going to check the value of total, right, and you are going to divide it by the total number of what vehicles, and it's going to be stored in what average, just like this. So let's run and see. But then next, but later on is going to what, to print out to the screen the values, but you should give it a name, more like, let's say, okay, what's being asked on the question. So they're asking for display the average price of a vehicle, just like this. So then I'm going to just average price of a vehicle. Next line. Okay, I'm going to put some next line here, and the price will be placed within this space. Yeah. Okay, now let's just compile and run and see if there are any errors to be corrected, so that we can correct. Okay, like this. Compile and run. Okay, so what's happening here? I used this one instead of semi comma. Fish, I have some many errors. So okay, see out average. Okay, I can even do this, right? I can do this, copy this and paste it here. Then I'm going to display average, more like I'm going to just remove everything, then I'm going to do the usual, which I did. Sorry guys for those errors. I'm going to cancel this one, see out, and I'm going to paste it here. Let's just compile and run if there's any error here. None. So now let's just enter the information which is required. So year of manufacture of the vehicle number 1, right? Let's say 2005. Then the engine capacity of the vehicle is 54, right? Then the model is M23. Then the price is 12,000. Yeah, just like this. Then I'm going to press enter. On the next vehicle, we are going to enter the information. So this one is pretty much built in 2018, and the engine capacity is of 87 horsepower, which I don't know. Then the model is the M200, right? Yeah, and the price of this one is pretty bad. It's equal to $50,000. And the next vehicle we are going to be putting okay, let's say 2013, and the capacity, let's just put 23. Then I'm going to put a different model number of let's say N12. Then the price of the vehicle is around 5,040. Then the vehicle number 4, which we need to enter, is okay. Year of manufacture is 2016, and the engine capacity is going to be okay. The engine capacity will be okay, 123 horsepower. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Don't blame me. I don't know about vehicles. H43, and the price will be, let's say this one is a bad boy, 34,900. Okay, and the 50 car, okay, we're getting there. On the 50 car, what we need to enter is 2020 vehicle, and the capacity is 1,000. no, it's 1,000 horsepower. Then the model is M2000, and then the price will be like let's say we're going to put it in 95,000, just like this. And as you can see, after entering, right, the program will just show the average price of a vehicle, which is this, which have been calculated. So guys, this is how you use structures for loop to answer the question which is required, which is going to give you like 18 marks. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you stick around for more tutorials on C++ with your boy Bonis. Cheers, bye for now.